Why do you wish to sail west?
To open a new route to Asia. Asia is the richest kingdom, the land of spices and gold. At the moment, there are only two ways of reaching it. By sea, sailing around the African continent, the journey takes a year, or by land. But the Turks have closed this route to all Christians. There is a third way. By sailing west across the ocean sea.
The distance is unknown. It's said to be infinite.
Superstition. I believe the Indies are no more than 750 leagues west of the Canary Islands.
Can you be so certain?
The calculations of Toscanelli, Mahadotti, Esdras.
Esdras is a Jew.
So what's worse?
2 minutes, and already you're a dead man.
For telling the truth?
Yes. They are burning people for less. The men you're about to confront have no emotion.
To Assyria unto this day.
They was carried out of their own land unto Assyria as of this day. And you're going to find out that they stayed in that Assyrian captivity for about 3 years. And they took counsel to come over here to the Americas. We're talking about the lost sheep now. How do we know that? In this same Apocrypha, the King James Version, which was taken out of the Holy Bible, the Catholic Church took this out of the Bible. This was actually a part of the original Bible. This is 14 books that the churches are being denied. It shows you exactly how the Northern Kingdom got here to the Americas. Go to 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, and the 39th verse. And then we're going into Genesis, breaking down in the latter days how to identify the lost tribes. How did they get here to the Americas? And this is about 718 BC. Okay, then 721 BC is when the Assyrians came over and took over the northern kingdom, the Assyrians. They stayed in that captivity for about 3 years, to about 718 BC, and they took counsel to come over here to this new world. That's why they call it the New World. Yes, the Indians did not come through the Bering Straits 100 million years ago, or whatever thing they're teaching in college, the fallacies and false teachings that you may learn in these colleges. The Bible tells you exactly how the Indian tribes got here. Now, we know that some Asians did come through the Bering Straits, but they were trading with the Indians that were already here. Read 2nd Esdras 13 and 39.
And whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him.
Go ahead.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hoshea the king.
These are the 10 tribes that were carried away captive out of their own land during the time of Hosea the king. Go ahead.
Whom Salmanassar the king of Assyria led away captive. And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
The New World. Go ahead.
But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen, and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
They went into a country where no mankind dwelt before that time. So that's a bold-faced lie that people were here in the Americas or in the earth millions and millions of years ago. Okay, that's straight philosophy that's coming from the Gentiles or heathens to distort the truth of the lost tribes. They went through all these different steps, be it schools and religious institutions, to hide who the lost sheep are. The lost sheep is today, to hide who the true people are. Read on.
That they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
And they came to keep their statutes, which they didn't keep in their own land, in 2 Kings the 17th chapter. Read on.
And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
Now it's showing you how they got to the Americas. They went through the Euphrates, around Africa, over the ocean. Go ahead.
Well, the Most High then showed signs for them, and held still the flood till they were passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
It took a year and a half. The Lord stilled the waters. He made sure their ships wouldn't wreck. And it took the Indian tribes, or the tribe that the Europeans called Indian, to get over to this new land we're standing in here today. We're sitting in here today. The same land we're sitting on today in America, he gave it to those Indian tribes. It took them 1 year and a half to get here to the Americas. And you're going to find out, if you go into Christopher Columbus Dialys, his own memoirs, you're going to find out that in those memoirs, it shows beyond any shadow of a doubt that Christopher Columbus used the Apocrypha and Second Esdras to state his case to the queen that he knows the lost tribes would come over to this land. So all that stuff they thought the earth was flat and all that was a bunch of garbage they were selling people in the New World. They knew the earth was round because the Bible tells you the earth is round. But they couldn't find this land because the Lord would shipwreck them before they could get over it. The Lord held the water still for his people so that they can get over here safely. Took them 1 year and a half to get here. Read on.
And the same region is called Asari.
It is called Asari. What is Asari? Asari means hidden land. The Most High hid it from the heathen. It's the new world that was promised to God's people, Israel, who became a lost sheep. We're going to show you how they became parts of the lost sheep.